is up?
Okay.
We are back at it again. This time might be the final time for I was about to say Strixhaven, damn it. For for the Undead Kingdom, Tenebris Regna, which I believe is Latin for Undead Kingdom, is where I got that from. So recap time. Been a minute. If I recall correctly, you all managed to make your way through the sewers of the palace and go through to rescue Saru, who was captured by Axamon, one of the last two necromancers who oversee this kingdom. You all went through the palace, saw a couple different interesting items worth noting. What looked to be like an entrance to a lower area that missed just one. It was one gym short of being able to do something cool. But then you all managed to get through some of the guards, got through to the upper area, and in this mile-long dining area, Axamon had Saru tied up for some type of weird ritual. Looked like there was some type of magical fire that was emanating from this large fireplace. Seeing this as a clear danger, Burton gave Priros some of the juice and hasted him to be able to deal a lot of damage. And you all fought, managed to get Saru out of her bindings, and Axamon was cleaved, I believe, by Zegrin, who came out of invisibility to slice him. And also, before the fire would be able to actually latch on to the pieces of Axamon after Saru's warning, you all managed to actually take out the fireplace to avoid the ritual being completed. So you not only did you defeat the last of the necromancers, but you avoided what looked to be some type of catastrophic event that would have followed for sure. After this, Zegrin approaches Saru with a very important question: what do we do about the body? You all work through the mess and make your way back to the town with the intention of having a meeting, some type of town hall with the kingdom. So Priros and Saru get ready for that. And as you all are in the crowd watching Saru and Priros, among the other officials, discuss what had happened and what's been transpiring, you notice that the town that hears the undoing of Axamon, there's a bit of divisiveness. There's some individuals who are questioning their own safety. It's like, what'd you do, Saru? Did you kill them? Like, why did you kill them? Are you going to kill us?
Yeah.
And you well, duh. Genocide, motherfucker. No. And some people in the crowd are, applauding Saru. Very glad that she's okay and she'd make a fine leader. And through that divisiveness, the people in that cluster start getting a bit of uproar. And I believe it was Riftwood who stood up with his extendo legs and said that we were the ones who did that, not her. Do I remember that correctly, or do you remember that?
That was Tyler's extendo legs.
Okay, so Zagrin used extendo legs.
Yeah, I borrowed them.
So after and so this is where we left off. So with that recap, at this very moment, Riftwood, did you point out specifically individuals when you said that?
No, it was more of a general gesturing of like the fucking. It's bundled up. It's like a gesturing of where you spin both hands in a circle in an open mode, like an open palm. So it's like your hands are representing all of us.
Okay.
A gesture like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like your couple of titties that aren't there.
So during this motion, and one of the officials starts to kind of make their way up to where Priros and Saru are and tries to calm the chaos. This was the Loxodon that you all saw uh, in the safe area. It's like, if everybody could be silent now, and he does like an elephant kind of like roar with his voice. I said silence, and quite a bit of the rab rousing stops to see this individual, and he's just kind of trotting around with his cane. Now we must have order, Saru. I'm sorry to do this. Please detain them. Detain them now. And there's guards that start to kind of come around Priros and Saru, who start to kind of detain them, kind of cuff them. So at this point, Blake, what do you do when you see a couple
Oh,
of guards?
no. Hey there, buds. First of all, who are you to be giving orders there? Pretty sure as far as like people that are in charge, it was the necromancer lady who is right here, and she has said nothing in that fact there. So we need you to settle down. Good people of this great place. The technically, we still do have a leader here who is going to make sure you're getting taken care of. The bad people are gone. These fine folks over here, he's just like pointing at random individuals, just no one anybody knows, have agreed that all emergency powers have gone to her ladyship here. They've all signed the paperwork. It's all really official. You'll get to look at that later this week. But more importantly, I would like you all to calm down because, in other words, I got to get real angry, and I can only do that so many times before I start breaking faces.
Mhm.
So if we could all calm the fuck down for a moment, it'll be alrighty.
So roll performance for me if you're doing this as like a speech or like to the crowd or addressing to everybody.
Oh, it was intimidation.
Okay, yeah, intimidation's fine. That's perfect.
That's a 24.
Okay, very good. So as far as the intimidation goes, the guards that are trying to cuff you stop. The entire like group of the entire like cluster of people are just like looking around and kind of like the battling of like the divisiveness between them is kind of stopped for now. And this locks on an individual that hears your plea. He
It
kind
was
of
not
thinks,
a plea.
well, he thinks to himself like, well, there must be some settling here. There must be some settling. I'm sorry. And it's worth noting that Saru, while you're saying this, she allows herself to be detained. She is now cuffed. Nothing has stopped her. She does look over at you, and she doesn't say it loud enough for the audience, but she does lean in and say, "Priros, it'll be okay. This has to happen."
I mean, if you say so, your lady, but pretty sure it'd be real easy to get those off of there and just walk out of here.
She looks over at the Loxodon and the other people that are up on the table. No need to cut Priros. He been protecting me. We will settle this out in the courts, absolutely. And they start ushering her down the stairs. So she doesn't give any fight as this is happening. Do you do anything?
If she has told me that it has to happen and that's what's supposed to happen, then I, at the present, will do nothing.
Okay. Do you
Technically,
wish?
she is not in harm's way at this time.
Okay. Do you wish to follow her, or do you wish to keep post?
No, I'm going with her.
Okay. So they don't try to cuff you. They just let you follow her.
They better not try. This is a do or do not option, and I would highly recommend not.
So the rest of you all, you see this happen. Is there anything that you all do in the crowd as you see this happen?
Oh, wow. Let him go. Trying to remember Riffwood's fucking voice. It's been like 3 months.
That's me with the
Free
locks gone.
Rose.
Oh, what's this
No.
voice modulator I installed?
Yeah, the one that changes awkwardly at 11 p.m.
It's okay, Rose. Let them go.
Start doing the moth voice.
You do start to hear a little bit of boos, a little bit of disgruntled people in the crowd just starting booing, like boo, boo, and not really forming any words yet, just mindless booing. Some people who have their own opinions about the matter. So at this point, this what was going to be a resolution of discussion about a tyranny that is now ceased has now started to make their way towards what looks to be the historic district, almost as if they're taking a straight line towards the courthouse or where the courts are to start the legal matters of this. You all do see the way that they're heading. There are some guards that try to control the crowd from like following or like rushing on her. But is there anything that you all would like to try to do in the crowd at this moment?
Not
That's
really.
fireball.
That's far. I'd like to just follow along, try to catch up with Pre-Rose if possible, and head with them.
Okay. Yeah. Do all of y'all try to do that?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Come
Cool.
along.
So as you all start to head towards where they are going, are you all trying to actively avoid guards that might be containing the crowd, or are you all just like get out of the way?
Move, bitch.
Oh. Roger said, "Why don't you just shoot me right here, brother? Shoot me, partner. We just slide right by you there."
I'm just gonna keep going forward with extendo legs and just kind of like walking on top of the crowd. Hey, hello.
Fair.
Hey, stop. Wait.
Hey, that's the voice. You found it.
So with Riftwood's extendo legs, the guards are already kind of like dealing with a large crowd, and you get the advantage to kind of overstep them. Bert, you managed to slide through with. You said you're kind of like in clothing for like a vendor, like you look like you're trying to like just do your merchant stuff or
Yeah,
trick
pretty.
stuff. So you
Yeah.
kind of have a bit of a disguise. Now, Tyler
Hmm.
or Zegrin, you start to walk and you do see a guard that does manage to catch you. It's like, where are you going?
Where do you think I'm going? With the crowd.
From the looks of it, looks like you're trying to follow Saru.
Yeah, what of it?
I'd like to know why.
Well, I believe my interests lie in this kingdom, and I need to figure out what happens to her since she's supposed to be leading this place, and apparently is being treated like a common criminal.
She'll have her time in the courts. I always thought that she was probably putting on some type of facade. Why are you so interested? Did you do all this? Were you involved?
Well, maybe a little, but I think you've got your facts wrong. Facade. Maybe it was Axamon who was putting on the facade.
I'll have you roll something. 1 second. Roll for persuasion.
Okie dokie. Give me a second.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up too. Pulling my stuff up.
16.
So this you do notice in this conversation that this does appear to be what looks to be a guard that might have actually worked with Axamon closely.
Mhm.
he kind of takes in the conversation. Look up. He's like, I've got more people to worry about here. Just go. And he kind of just like he lets you go and continues to like the more rowdier people that are like grouped up and like clogging the street. He's like, oh, move along. He lets you go, and then you catch up with Burton and Riftwood.
Okay.
And let's see here. Alrighty. So, I presume we're all heading straight. We're just following straight along there. There's no like, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go there. But just want to make sure. Is there anywhere that you all stop or turn before you all get there?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay. Alrighty. So what happens now is Saru allows herself to be detained into what looks to be like just a holding area. I imagine Priros is close to her, and you all manage to get through and catch up with Priros. So you all are now in what looks to be like a holding area with Saru behind the bars. So Saru looks over at everybody. I know this doesn't look good, but we're gonna have our hearing. I hope that it's sooner rather than later, and we'll get it all squared out. It'll be okay. She looks over at Priros. It'll be okay.
I mean, if you say it so, lady, just you all got to say the word, and we can get out of here. That's not going to be a problem at all.
We could kill everyone.
Hey, if that's what it takes to get us out of here, I'm not saying that we can do that, but I am saying that we could do that.
I mean, we could.
See?
We really could.
Well,
Do you want me to get a head start?
Yeah, that might be a good idea. How about wait a moment?
Here we go.
I appreciate the vigor and the
What'd you say?
tenacity. I
The
appreciate
vig. What did you call me? My
Hey, I'm-
vig?
Hey, I'm blue, so
I appreciate the tenacity from the lot, but we have a system. It is important that the town sees that we mean well and our intentions are pure. They are going to have individuals testify. Now, is there anybody that you all can think of that would be a good that would speak well of the situation?
No.
What about that there marionette player?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So if we could seek her out, we'll have her up there to testify. They're probably going to have people who will speak to the situations that have been going on, and looks over at Riftwood. They might have somebody testify who was at the parade. Do you remember what happened at the parade?
Yes, I was there.
Okay. You didn't know that was not the actual Axamon.
Well, we killed him later. Clearly, that wasn't the real Axamon.
They're probably going to have some people who have been employees of or guards of Axamon. So it's important that we tell the story that he was make sure he was not seen in a very good light. And she just kind of thinks to herself,
I mean, to be fair, dear ma'am, technically you can't bring in somebody to be a character witness if you paid their salary.
yeah.
Holy shit. Tom, did you know that? As a DM, were you expecting that?
Character witnesses, by definition, have to be considered either friends or family or someone that is an acquaintance, but cannot be someone that gives you actual, like, a pay or any kind of compensation for who you are or what you've done for them. So we can scratch them out of there.
What about
And don't worry
the
about why
daughter?
that's the one thing of law that I know.
You're very smart, Prius. I'm glad I have you by my side.
It was in a fortune cookie.
What a big cookie.
It was.
What about the daughter that we found the guitar? Uh
Yeah, Maria.
My
Amarillo.
Maria.
My Maria.
She takes the Mama Maria. She takes a pause when that name pops up. She goes, Did you say Camarillo?
I sure did.
You all saw Camarillo. She's here.
We saw her room. Because only like two of us saw Camarillo. Because I was busy fucking up the parade and civilians.
So I will say everybody on the float it had some type of like very brief interaction with Camarillo, but Zagrin had the most interaction with Camarillo.
I didn't have any.
Were you
I
on?
was on the ground.
Were you on the float? But that the showman was on.
Fuck me, man. That was like 2 months ago.
To be fair,
Yeah,
yes,
he
you
was.
were, but you were also almost unconscious, laying on the
Okay.
ground. You had
Yeah,
no
yeah.
interaction with anybody.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because I remember
So
like
we'll
them having an interaction and then finding me and me going like, "Hey guys, what's up?"
so Rue goes on to explain Camarillo is the daughter of Aximon. She is the successor to him, although this was not the life for her. Years ago, long time ago, we sought to find a new home for her. And we planned for her to have a better life. And last I thought she was gone from this kingdom, far away, in a different plane, living a better life. But she's here, really? She kind of looks over around and um, gives everybody a chance to like respond to that. Looks over it, including Zagrin, who, if you want to give that information, you obviously you have the choice if you want to like respond to her question.
Nope, she's dead. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'll inform her. Yeah, she's here. She was on the float in the parade. She actually helped us out.
How was she? Did she see? Did she seem like she was in good health? Was she okay?
Yeah, she seemed in good health. She wasn't too happy with the situation of the kingdom, but she was very helpful.
Mm. Oh my gosh. Well, she's here somewhere. She probably carrying an instrument. I'm sure playing guitar. Well, so yes, if she is around somewhere, she can most certainly testify the tyranny of the showman and the just the tyranny of her father. She hated her father. Maximon was not a didn't really speak to her very kindly. She's just like thinking about everything, kind of just in deep thought. But the hearing will be very soon. I'm sure to determine what of the situation, and I trust you all will be there.
I will.
Okay.
um, so during this time, she continues to be watched over by Priros. And we'll say that the hearing is getting sorted out. I think last time we had like, does everybody's sheet have like a long rest of some sort? Everybody's rested up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was going to say if you're not, then long rest is for you.
Ooh,
Didn't we get an inspiration too?
we
Yes,
did.
y'all have an inspiration.
So make sure I didn't click that on purpose or by
No, you're
mistake.
good. You are good. So we'll say for brevity that they do manage to have the hearing this day. There's a little bit of time that passes. Is there anything that anybody wants to do before they become an audience to this court hearing?
Mm. gonna put on my best robe. I'm gonna do.
How much time do we have from when we talked to her to the hearing?
We'll say about 2 or 3 hours.
I would just ask him, like, can we get to by Maria and back? I can't. Camarillo?
Yeah, so if y'all want to take some time to
Maria.
search for her, you most certainly can.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody want to accompany Riftwood, or does everybody want to go?
I need help. I don't know who we're looking for.
I'll go with you. I know her. Let's
Okay.
go, buddy.
Alrighty. So, Prius, do you want to continue?
If she is not leaving, neither am I.
Okay. So Burton, Riftwood, and Zagrin leave the historic district and start making their way through the various streets to look for Camarillo. And Zagrin, I presume you would describe her, what she looks like, and I'm going to dig through the pictures I have to find her and put her in Discord for you all. Let's see here. And almost. There we go. And do this. Type in the information. Discord. Boom.
How are you?
My Maria.
My Maria.
Unnaturally smile.
We're all gonna be playing when we're brushing our teeth tonight.
I know, right? Marie.
Gypsy lady.
So you all avoid the still large crowd of people, like kind of starting to riot, like free Saru, and see that there's people who are in protest that she did no wrong. You also see that people are continuing their day. You see some undead that are still carrying parcels, and that is worth noting that there are still undead moving about, even though it would appear as though there's no catalyst for that undead to still exist. And you continue, and Zagrin, you recall during that day that you were doing deliveries that she was in the entertainment district, and you think, well, maybe she's busking there, and that's looked like she was playing there before. So if everybody could roll investigation or perception.
23.
Okay. Okay.
Got an 8.
Okay. So Tyler, you actually find her. She's in the same spot that you delivered her guitar strings. Like she's got her clothes like covering her person, but you can see her face and the
If you
guitar.
clicked on
And you all are about 20 feet away from her when you notice.
Okay. I guess I'll point her out to the group and make my way over.
Okay. All right. Well, she's just playing away, and starts noticing some people walk up. Oh, is that Zagrin? Hello.
Hello, Camarillo. I assume you heard everything that went down with Aximon.
She takes a very long pause and just kind of puts her guitar down and just looks at you and nods like,
I'm sorry for your loss. I know it was not a good situation, but it still sucks.
You know, I could have left. I could have gone. But he was the reason I stayed. I couldn't leave him. I hoped that he might change, and I play guitar with him. So I wait. Perhaps another day, another place, another time. But thank you. And she looks over the party. Is like, well, what can I do for you?
We actually need your help. Saru's been detained. She's on trial, and we're looking for anyone who could help as a witness to her character and Aximon and everything that went down.
Yes, absolutely. She starts standing up and gets her like little pouch where there's been coin at, and kind of puts that all up. She kind of like straightens herself up. Absolutely, anything for Saru. I haven't seen her in so long. She probably is surprised that I'm here still. But yes, right away. Let's go. She shakes her head like, let's go.
Awesome, thank you. Also, real quick, I wanted to give you something. I don't know if you remember, Tom, but I have that instrument that I took from her room.
Yes.
I would like to take that out and return that to her. Hand it over.
So as and you do this as you're walking or before you all start moving?
It was like right before, because I know we gotta
Okay.
go. But
Yeah, so she gets up, and as you all begin to walk, she looks up and she goes, "Oh, thank you, Zachary. This is very special. I thought about getting some of my stuff from my room, but I kind of wanted to distance myself from my father and the associates." And she just starts like strumming the very like very dusty strings on it. It's just a little four stringer that's used to train, and it doesn't sound the best, but she's just like really enjoying it and strumming around, and looks over and starts kind of make a little bit of conversation as y'all are walking. Uh, how did how did you all get here?
We walked, man.
Fair assessment. No, but you, Zagrin, and who are you? Looks over at Riftwood.
Hello.
I am Camarillo.
Hi.
Uh, you all are not from here. How did you get here?
You're not from around here, are you?
This is the Western. No, it's good.
What you mean by that?
You're
From
kind of
around
from
here.
here.
You know I employ orcs.
Never did deal with that.
But yeah, she looks over at Riftwood. You are not from here, are you?
No.
Did you? I imagine you all didn't come here for choice, no?
No.
I just trying to make some money during the parade. That's how I met these fellas right here. This man cast a big old fireball fighting one of them necromancers.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So with her history of 15, she kind of looks over at Burton. You make the really good drinks, don't you?
Yes, man.
They are really good. I'm not a huge drinker, but I like to treat myself every now and then. You are the best.
Oh, well, thank you kindly, man. Just come on down to Burton's Brews anytime.
Burton's Brews. I like it. And she continues to string, and as you all continue to get closer and closer, she looks over at Zagrin. So you wish to go home, I imagine. Are you going to be able to get home?
I'm not really sure. We were transported here by some magical runes and a book, but apparently my companion here can just banish us home anytime.
Oh yeah. Did you want to go home now?
No, not now.
I'm gonna
Not
hold my
nope.
hand up. You sure?
Don't you touch me.
Really
Don't you
quick?
touch me.
Okay. Don't act like you're complaining about
I'm just relaying information.
Well, runes and magic is part of the course here. I'm afraid they love their necromancy, and it disgusts me seeing so many undead just walk through our doors. And I wish that our kingdom was better represented than just a faculty of undead. I went a little bit Russian there. Sorry. Um,
Yes, comrade.
Grandpa?
yes, comrade.
Yes, hello, how are you?
Well,
But-
if we save Saru, perhaps it can be better represented.
You are good people, Zagran, and you have my aid. Trust me on that.
Thank you. It's appreciated.
So you all, is there anything else y'all like to ask or say to Camarillo before we get to the courthouse?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So during the time that you all spend making this happen, the court is now starting to get a lot of people seated. It looks like this is some sort of like crude like entertainment, almost as if like people like watching famous people in court, kind of thing, where people are interested in what's going on. Camarillo is walking beside Zegrin, and you all manage to find what looks to be some seats that are pretty close. But you all have the option to sit close or far away, or if you don't want to sit, like what would y'all like to do when you enter the courtroom and see people starting to sit down for this event?
I don't think I can make any money here, so
Is there room in the front row?
There is room in the front row.
Right there behind her.
Yeah. Sadly, I don't have a map for this, but it won't. This, if it turns out to be a combat, I'll whip up one. But yeah, it's front row.
cast fireball.
Combat.
Scratch my shoulder and get fireball.
Ding, ding, ding. Just the freaking like Pokemon Blue Red music starts playing. So everybody sits together in the front row.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll sit up there.
Okay.
with you.
You also notice that there are a couple more people sitting next to you that look to be kind of out of place. One is a very familiar marionette individual who does stuff for the puppet shows for the kids. Looking for the name.
It's you. Oh, I always remember a face. It's you, you puppet lady. You. Good job.
I wish there was a way in Discord that you could like search by just media, like just the pictures. Oh, did I? Hold on. Hey, Lazaro. Okay, cool. So
What's up?
Lazaro, Lazaro is sitting there, and it looks to be a guard who you all have a very familiar. Like it just you all get the feeling that I think I recognize that guard. And then it looks to be Pisani sitting next there as well. So you see Pisani, Lazaro, and just what looks to be another guard sitting up front with you all. As you all get seated, it looks like there's about half a dozen what looks to be very well dressed, formal, like individuals of political power that start to sit down, like what looks to be a judge council, one main seat, and then a couple others get filled. The main seat is again this Loxodon that you all got a chance to interact with the safe house. As the seats are getting filled, the room starts to grow silent, and the first words are being said. We have come here to uh, get the hearing of Saru Cerulean in order to determine the verdict for her involvement with the presumed death of Aximon and the remaining necromancers. All all in court? He looks around at the other judges, and they all nod their head. We shall begin. And you see Priros and Saru walk out. Saru is still, she has her bindings, and she takes a seat at a designed area. And Priros, you have the option to stand there with her, or sit down, or whatever else you want to do.
Yeah, I'm with her.
Okay. So we are here to judge the character of Saru and potentially get to the bottom of what's been going on here these past couple of days. People have been dying from what I'm seeing, and don't like that. We'd like to call to the stand Lazaro, and she looks over and she's like, she doesn't say anything. She walks over and sits down into the seat. And the council begin their probing and questions. Another female asks her, "State your name, Zaro, and your role in the kingdom." Um, Teacher, puppeteer, entertainment district. Can you speak to the character of Saru, please? Well, yes. Saru has been a huge aid to the kingdom. Always making sure that there's a belly full, making sure that she is involved with the food dispersion and does a great job at rationing and making sure that nobody goes without. Mm-hmm. Can you tell me where Saru was earlier today? No, I didn't see her. And can you tell me where Saru was the previous evening? No, I can't. I was not with her. And you believe that she killed Axamon and presumably Ebonith and presumably JP? No, not at all. She couldn't. And she looks over at the crowd and it's like, people, are we forgetting that we have been living years of tyranny under these people? We should not be holding the last of 5 accountable, the nicest one. The judge starts to kind of like cut her off. It's like, all right, that's enough. Thank you. We'll move on to the next one. Does anybody?
Isn't the Loxodon and like a bunch of other people, weren't they in the safe house of Saru helping plan this whole thing out?
There were not everybody was in there, but there were a couple that were in that safe
But the
room.
Loxodon specifically.
Yeah, he was in there.
Cool. I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm about to really start fucking up some people.
Tell me when.
As Lazaro leaves the stand, does anybody want to do anything or take any action?
I object.
You want to just say I object?
I just want to say I object.
Okay. So Riff, would you say I object, and the crowd starts like murmuring or buzzing, and the council goes, "And who said that?"
Me. I'm gonna like stay seated, like in a seated position, but my extendo legs will shoot me up.
So you do so, and I'm gonna make a roll for them when you do that.
Do they still not see me?
No, they do. They just whether or not they recognize you from other events, like if this is like somebody that they recognize. I'm afraid I don't think I've seen you around here. Your name?
Jeff.
Well, Jeff, this is not how the court works. You just can't scream. I object. But you're new here. I'm gonna forgive you for that. But what can we do for you, so Jeff?
She wasn't done talking and you talked over her. She brought up a good point.
Yes, well, we have other individuals that we need to get through here, and well, we've got all we need. Thank you.
But I objected.
Yeah, and you did. It was a very good objection. Who is next?
No, 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 wait. No, I objected. So it's still my turn.
At this point, some of the other officials are like speaking into her ear and looking, and she's looking at you. Do you have something to say of this matter?
I think you need to let that person finish. She should come back.
So Lazaro looks over at you and looks over at the council. Yeah, I was not finished. And she looks over at the crowd. And Saru did nothing wrong.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
tired.
That's the chant.
Oh, you're good. Go ahead.
No, I thought she was done with it. Are you just afraid of the crowd to hear what she has to say? You're scared. Scared, Judge. Oh no.
So as you say that, she looks over and talks to other people. Will you come forward, sir?
I'm good.
Thought so. Lazaro, do you have anything else you'd like to say? She looks over at Riffwood and looks over at the crowd. If y'all put Saru in bars, you are making the biggest mistake of your life, and you rest assured there will be uproar in this kingdom. Believe me, y'all don't have the full picture. So Lazara is kind of like getting into it now that you've given her a bit more speaking power. But you'll see. Everybody here who has something to say, you're not going to get the guilty verdict that you want out of here. Thank you. And Lazara sits back down.
See, now she's done. I withhold my objection, but I assure you that I will object next time you interrupt. Rude judge.
So after she sits down, another the guard, and as you all see this guard get up, you recognize that this is one of the guards that was actually in the palace when you all were making your way through the area that you all showed mercy to. For brevity, we'll say he's the one who was taking a shit. State your name. I don't remember his name. Barney. Barney, what is your role? Guard of the residential district. Ma'am, sir, sorry. And where were you, presumably, during the past 24 hours? I, I was tasked to guard Axamon for an emergency situation. And what was
Objection there, sir. Apparently, if his one job is to guard Axamon and it didn't happen, how can he be trusted to do anything he says? Not to mention, if he works for Axamon, thereby he is being paid, making a wage for his how he lives. He cannot be used as a character witness against them.
Barney's looking over at Pierce. Yeah, and he tried to kill me. And he tried to kill all of our guards.
We're gonna keep that on the record, though.
And there's like a lot of disruption in the core, and they're slamming the gavel, and Pakistan's like, "Oh, order! I say, oh, okay, the Barney, you said what was going on."
On a counterpoint, Barney never saw me because I didn't bother pooping, man.
This is true.
I can't hear the gavel. Can you hit it harder?
Harder, Daddy.
No.
We were building to it, Blake. Come on.
Sorry. Much like in my love life, that was early.
We'll come back to that.
So
we don't.
During this like back and forth banter in the gavel, Barney just like panically just starts like exclaiming, "Axamon is trying to summon a dragon. Axamon is trying to summon a dragon," and I was trying to help guard him so that Saru could be a sacrifice. He just like he lets this out, and like there's a bit of silence, there's a bit of tension, there's discussion. He's like,
So what you're saying there, Barnster, is that the guy that everyone's trying to, say was a good man was trying to summon a fire-breathing lizard by murdering another person.
Yeah, he really wanted to summon this dragon.
All right. Well, I would like to keep Barney on the stand. I have a couple more questions.
From the audience.
Just casually steps
I'm
up with
gonna keep you on this intimidation train. Roll for intimidation on this one.
Some
You
fucking
got it.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia going on right now.
Oh, 19.
Okay. So yeah, you go right ahead. There is no there's no movement against you. There's no like there's no guards trying to calm you down. You've got some momentum in your corner right now.
I'd like to bring in Exhibit A, which is the Burnster. Just pointing at him.
Me?
According to record, Axeman was trying to summon a dragon with the sacrifice of another living being. Is that correct, sir?
That's what I heard. That's what it sounded like. And we want to get the fuck
Okay,
out of there.
and he pays your wages, correct?
Well, the kingdom does.
So therefore, you would normally be trying to protect him, but you were going out of your way to say he was doing something wrong?
I was no longer wanting to protect him. I was trying to get out of there after I saw him trying to kill the guards. He looked
So as
rebel.
you can see clearly, people of the court. Jesus Christ. People of the court. This man here willingly went
Why?
against his, supervisory person to tell you of the evils that was happening of the Axamon. Therefore, this whole trial is a sham, and we should probably be worried about the big dragon thing they're talking about.
But he didn't get to summon it because, we stopped it. So we're kind of heroes.
That's also true. To be fair, this whole trial's really a sham. Saru didn't kill Axaman. I buried my axe deep into his chest.
I've been waiting for it.
Oh shit! So you say
I'm gonna
this?
be honest. If this trial had gone poorly for her, I would have said that out loud.
Okay.
My goal is to keep her safe if I have to do every bit to make it happen.
Okay. So
And to be fair, the fucking elephant was in on it.
wait, what?
The man up here that is trying to be the accuser knew of this entire plan, and I have witnesses and statements, and I also had somebody take pictures of it with a pen and paper. It's called a portrait.
What?
So we've got evidence to prove it.
No, yeah.
This entire thing is a sham.
He's just desperately trying to gavel order. Order! I say order! It's rabble rousing, really. It's nothing.
I was rabble rousing because I saw you there. I remember I took your chair. You got really mad.
Yeah, you did get really mad. You also got really drunk there, brother.
No, what? No, I didn't. I held real fine. Wait, no, stop that.
Okay, so that's on the record, right? You heard him. He admitted it.
So
Great people of the city. You have all heard that the big gray man is in on the whole thing. And they're trying to use the law to gain emergency powers. Are we going to let him do that?
We have a corrupt judge.
That is corruption, and the entire thing is thrown out. Everything is considered admissible at this time, and therefore nothing can be raised against anybody that is here on this stage, except for Barney, who is a hero for bringing up the fact that there's apparently a fire-breathing lizard.
I'll just put it out there that I am a judge on the surface level. So if you want, I can go ahead and take over this hearing.
And who would doubt such a powerful robotic man?
I have no emotions. I can judge.
That's true.
Completely neutrally.
So during this discussion that's going on, the council tried to make sense out of all this and look over at Saru, who has been just kind of sitting there, just very patiently, not trying to make herself a very big like area thing of discussion. They look at her and say, "Saru, give us some clarity here. What's going on? Dragon? The story of the dragon?" And she breaks her silence and she looks at them and says, "The dragon's real. It's always been real. Dormant under the palace. We've been keeping it as a weapon in case of emergency, and well, Axamon
I'll be
has
right back.
Ax, Axamon before he got killed was trying to summon this dragon and control it. This dragon is still here. It is not a myth like what Lazara's puppet shows say. We must get rid of it, and then will we truly seek peace and no longer have undead just walking around our streets all the time. But I will put my blade in front of this dragon if it means peace for this kingdom." And then the council kind of like have a conversation of whispers and very well, Saru, you must bring evidence of this dragon and make sure that this dragon is killed, and there will be no charges against you.
For the record, if
have
there are
the-
five necromancers there, the rulers of this city, who the fuck are any of you to think you can tell her what she can and cannot do?
We are not silly enough to have just 5 people making decisions for thousands of people, Priros.
Apparently you are, because Axaman was doing it by himself.
Yeah.
Well,
So
having somebody,
either the 5 of them are the rulers, or you guys are just incapable of doing so, and therefore are not really anybody to pay attention to.
that I don't know if you know this, Priros, but 3 of the necromancers are dead. We are the judicial system.
A
The
corrupt
necroman-
one, because you were in there trying to kill Axaman. Remember?
Yeah.
We have that on record.
Yeah, there's proof.
the the whole council starts to kind of like wane down from this and just at this point the people who are in the crowd are beginning to actually say a lot of various things to the council. You hear things like corrupt, get him out of here, kill this dragon.
I will, if y'all get them out of here, I will give y'all free drinks right now.
If we wait, who you saying that to?
To the crowd.
The crowd.
Dude.
If we can like overturn the judge.
Yeah. We put him on trial now.
All right,
Everybody
Tom,
gets
come
free
on.
drinks at Burton Beverages.
I want to see what his reaction is when I say, "How would you like to see the proof that we have of that night that you told us you wanted us to kill Axamon, and I took your chair and you got really mad? What would you say to that? I want to see the reaction."
You say this to the Loxodon?
Yeah. Does he
I
get
mean-
flustered? Because he got flustered earlier just talking to me.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
He remembers you.
Yeah. I'm a roll.
All I'm saying is this Loxodon fucked up.
You're
He-
the worst
he's-
robot. You have heard of me.
So he's actually going to try to leave. He's actually going to try to leave the
I
scene.
don't think you get to leave there, brother. He's trying to leave.
Captain goes down with the ship. Why don't you hold it there?
Whip up a mob. Tom, roll to whip up a mob.
I will minor illusion the entranceway that he's trying to leave out of, and I'll just like break it up, just a brick wall. Just
Now, just out of curiosity, Zagran, what is Zagran doing during all this?
Oh, I'm just watching it, man. I'm just enjoying the show. I think it's ridiculous. The whole thing's crazy.
Zagran's just like, I don't have to do a fucking
I don't have
thing.
to get. I might kill a dragon. I'm just letting them take it. They seem like they're handling it.
So during this uproar, Burton's persuasion with the drinks. I'm not even gonna have you roll for it. They start to like get very excited about the idea of like free alcohol. So there's this like conversation now where it's like corrupt, hey, free booze,
Whee!
and they get
Fucking Mothman up there in the lights. Wee!
With beer, yeah.
so at this point, it's all hands on deck as far as the guards go. However, they're more interested in this Loxodon who is now starting to kind of show some cracks in what his role is and what his true nature is as far as like alignment. And they detain him and they escort him into a private area while the rest of the council are still in their seats, just kind of like bewildered by what's going on.
Oh, hold up. Do we trust the guards too over here?
The guards aren't trying to make any motions against either of you all.
How do we know they're not in on it?
Would you like me to escort you while you carry down the elephant? He really likes it when you don't take his when you take his chair.
You're trying to follow the Loxodon, Mike?
Yeah, I'm gonna offer to provide assistance.
Okay, yeah, you do.
Okay, I'll see you guys after we get this guy locked up. Goodbye.
So at this point, Saru looks over at Pre-Roast. Hey, Pre-Roast. She tries to get your attention.
Yes, ma'am.
Or she does this with the. Sorry, I got the taco in my hand.
Just
So-
on a hot dog.
It's a taco. So she's like making a gesture. It's like, thank you. I greatly appreciate your words and looking out for me and the rest. Once this comes down, I'm sorry. Whoever is with me or without me, we're gonna have to put an end to this dragon.
Not a problem, dear ma'am. I would follow you into the darkest pits of hell, but only if you deserve to go there, which in this case you did not.
Thank you. So during that time, after that conversation, Burton, are you going to start just procuring some beverages for these fine folk?
Yeah, I'll start setting up the stand, and then I'll have had my orcs on standby. And they'll come in.
The council just kind of look at themselves. Recess. I'm gonna give you a drink. Recess, and some of the council start making their way to your drink station.
Yes, just whipping them up as fast as possible.
Mike,
Mm.
Driftwood.
Mhm.
Are you just following this Loxodon and they get to their like the room? It's not a barred area like Saru was in. It just looks like it's a room that can be closed off without any type of like windows or mirrors or anything like that.
Okay. How come he's not behind bars?
You want to ask him?
Yeah, I want to ask the person put him in there.
The guard looks over at you. He did nothing wrong yet.
You know, you're supposed to be held. What happens when somebody is accused of stealing and you throw him in jail because you caught him, but he hasn't been persecuted and put on trial?
We'll get there when we get there. If he
No.
deserves to be in bars, then I will put him there myself.
I don't trust you. Sorry. So here's the thing. Why is he getting treated different than another criminal that potentially did or did not commit something?
A room's a room. He's detained.
A room's a room. Did you
A
write that?
hole is just a hole.
$20 is $20.
This grill is just a grill, not the stove, I know.
So I need to understand that you're refusing to comply with the fact that he needs to be put into the same conditions of people that he's been accusing people of. Otherwise, you'll be held in contempt with him. I told you I'm a judge on the surface, did I not?
So sue me.
Oh, buddy, it's gonna be a lot worse than that.
He slams the door shut and leaves the Loxodon in there. So right now it's you and him at where the door is at, in like a little hallway area where other rooms are at.
Where's the jail? Where's the place that he should be held?
Well, if he's charged of his crimes, he points over a couple like about 25, 30 feet down. Probably gonna be in that one.
So he's supposed to be down there, whereas any other person that's been accused of a crime would be, but he's special, so he gets to be in here. But in here, I mean, anything could happen, right? Like, because he's just not under the proper security that you want to fail to provide to him. So, like, if he were to say, catch on fire, like crazy, right? So if something happens to him in here because you didn't provide him the proper security or detainment.
Looks over and opens the door and sees locks on there and shuts it. Still in there.
Oh, right. But I mean, no, what I'm asking is that whose responsibility is it if something happens to him when he's not detained the proper way like he should be?
Ours.
That's yours.
Mm-hmm.
Create bonfire underneath the Loxodon in the jail cell. Oh no! Oh no! What happened?
Fire! Fire! Fire in here!
Oh no! He told you this room is good. This is where you should be per his. This is what you earned.
He's gonna try to open the door and check in on the Loxodon.
I'm gonna fucking like hold it shut and go. You said he was fine.
Alrighty, he's gonna draw his weapon. He's gonna warn you.
I'm just letting you know he should be where he's supposed to be. The same with any other criminal, potentially.
Alleged.
Allegedly.
There's all out of fire in here, but he's trying to open it. It's like, I'm warning you. I'm warning you right now.
I'm going to take 3 steps back. I'm gonna be like, okay, just put him where he's supposed to be. Final warning.
Jesus.
Let's see here.
Treat him as you would any other criminal, unless you're on his payroll. In which case, we can totally have a completely different discussion.
He's not budging, man.
Oh, that's a shame.
He's not budging. As far as when I say he's not budging, he's continuously trying to get that door open for him.
No, I step back and let go of the door.
Okay, so yeah, so you let go of the door. He's gonna open up the door.
Yeah, get him out. Oh
okay.
No. This random room that's not a proper holding cell. It just caught fire.
What you? That was you.
I didn't do anything.
You're
supposed to be in a holding cell.
Stupid robot. And he's gonna try to like advance towards you.
What are you going to do when you're supposed to be in a proper holding cell? Guards, would you like to address this?
The guard has his weapon, and he approaches you. He was fine where he was at before you caused a fire in there.
How far back is the door to the courtroom from where we're at?
I'm also about 30 feet.
Okay. I'm going to... Could I get a message out to somebody in the courtroom?
Oh, yeah, I'll say you can.
Okay. So I'm going to use message to shoot it out just towards the courtroom.
Okay.
I want to send it to one of the people I remember in the crowd.
Okay.
And I'm going to go, we're in here, and he's being, hold on, let me get the proper phrasing on it. the judge is in here and the guards are corrupt. They're not containing him where he's supposed to be detained. And I will shoot that, and I will do that as many times as I can to random faces that I remember that were in the crowd.
Okay. So, Burton, you earned 73 gold during this moment.
You got tips.
I
Hey,
got tips. Yeah, brother.
73 gold. And then one of the patrons that you hand out a beverage to hears this message. Oh, they done fucked up. They done fucked up. And this guy's just like making his way, and you get a handful more people that have like their drinks in their hand. They're drinking as they're getting over there, and
Hey, they fucked up. Did you hear that?
and I'll just be in this hallway, like with my hands in the air, and go, "I didn't do anything, but I definitely think he should be detained before somebody else finds out that he's not being properly detained."
so the people that you got this message to start to head your way, and they see the fact that this guard has his weapon drawn against you, and the Loxodon that they just saw trying to like leave the council. They with their mass start shoving these two closer and closer to where that barred area is, and they become overwhelmed not by like physical damage. They're not taking damage. They're just being shoved into that cell or to those bars. And so the guard and the Loxodon are now in this area that have been closed off behind bars.
Now, I'm not gonna say what you should do, but I definitely would recommend putting both of them behind bars.
So at this point, the Loxodon is like getting shoved back. It's like, "Run! I did nothing wrong." And then the guard is like he shoves the bars to try to get him open. He like thinking that his strength is just gonna like do it. He's like like, and then everybody like there's a couple people that are like pushing them back or like calling him like a liar. So that's going on. What do you do now, Riffwood?
So, have they been able to get him back into a cell?
Yeah, they're in a cell, and
In a
they
cell.
managed to close. Yeah, they closed it on him.
Okay, so I feel like who else is a judge aside from myself? Who can we trust judge in this town, in this city, this coordinates?
Well, if you go back, there are some judges that didn't have as much rationale, or they had a bit more of a different stance, or maybe a lack thereof, where they were reserved with their thoughts. There are some people still on the council out there that still want to hear more. Now that the recess is ended, so if you want to go back with them, you can. If you want to hear more of what's going on.
I want to meet with who would be a presiding judge now that we have this one entertainment, along with his main buddy.
Yeah. So do you just want to go back out to the courtroom because they're about to continue with more of the hearing and stuff.
Well, yeah, we need a judge. So I'm gonna walk out and go, "Who's the judge that's gonna take over?"
So this female who looks like a female elf, she comes back with one of Burton's drinks, and she goes over here.
It's a good choice. I'm gonna point at the drink. Clearly not having a mouth.
She sits down with her drink and just kind of like rubs her forehead just like I'm doing. How can I help you?
I just wanted to make sure that everything's in accordance. I mean, and just so you're aware, I'll make sure that you're back there with the elephant guy and his little friend if you want to go ahead and be trying to pull some tricks of your own.
No, you sound like a psychopath. We're not.
I may or may not have turned this guy into Dennis from Always.
She takes a drink of her
Welcome,
beverage.
bitches!
She takes a big drink. Like, we're not going to take much more time on this. Saru's going to be fine.
Terrific. Do you need a refill?
Yeah.
Hey, Bert.
Bart.
Hey, yes, sir.
Refill for the judge.
Okay, right, coming right up, bro. Here we go. Oop, oop. Pass it along. Don't drop it. Get to it.
Watching you.
Trust.
She takes it and she extends her other arm. Her name's Connie.
Judge Connie. All rise for the Honorable Judge Connie.
Presiding.
Get the fuck
Now,
Pre-roast for the first time, like snaps. He's like, oh shit! All right.
so Connie notices an individual who has been very reserved this whole time. She looks over at Zagrin, who has been observing the actions that have been going on.
Be right back again.
She points over at Zagrin. Can I see you?
I hope you can see me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you come here?
Yeah, I'll make my way over. Yeah, what is it?
She holds her hand out. I'm Connie.
Zagrin. And then I'll shake her hand.
Listen, I'm not sure what's going on with our Loxodon friend, but we'll get that sorted out. Are you all acquaintances with Saru?
Yes, fairly good acquaintances, I would say, at this point. And yeah, the Loxodon incident's a little annoying. I think we need to get this on track and get
Yeah.
Saru out of here.
So from what I understand, Saru seems compelled to take care of some dragon that's under the kingdom. Are you all comfortable making sure that she's okay during that, or trying to provide extra protection for her?
Can't
You
speak
will
for
be.
all of my companions, but I am.
She looks over at just you two right now. You'll be compensated. We'll make sure if you all want to go home, we get you home. But Saru seems like she wants to do this, and there are going to be no charges against her, but I don't know if she's going to be able to just not do anything about this dragon. What say you? Did you tell her your name is Riftwood?
I mean, I feel like it's general knowledge at this point.
Oh, well, you did say Jeff.
Oh yeah, you know what? Fair. I'll just stick by
Jeff?
Jeff until addressed otherwise.
Yeah, Jeff, you okay with aiding Saru for this?
Oh, happily.
Okay. And she looks over in the distance and sees Burton finishing up a couple more people in line. Is he with you all?
Yeah. He's yeah. I'll just yell out, Burton.
Burton.
Yes, what can I do for y'all?
You want to go kill a dragon with me, Saru and Jeff?
Well, that sounds like fun. I've made quite a bit of money today. I'm good for closing up shop for probably a couple months.
You notice in this conversation, this individual who's taken over the main seat starts to kind of flag you down, Burton.
What can I do for you?
I'm Connie. You're Burton, aren't you?
Yes, Burton's Brews.
Yes. This is really good. Thank you for the drink.
Oh, you're welcome anytime.
If you wish to aid Saru with this, you and your establishment will be compensated greatly. Will you aid them?
Yes, I'll aid them. You can just compensate me directly, though.
Okay. And then yeah. Well, do you all have any questions for me?
Do you have anything to kill a dragon?
Well, I think we might be able to get you some equipment if you need it. The apothecary. Anything that you need, Burton?
I'm just saying, this is on a whim. I've never actually, killed a dragon or fought a dragon. So what does one need when fighting a dragon?
A donkey.
A donkey. Well, perhaps I'm not prepared to answer that for you, but we can get consulting for you.
You probably should get some consulting on this because You're ill prepared. You're offering me money to kill something and not giving me any explicit details on how to kill said thing.
Well, I think I'm gonna make sure that if Saru has details on this, she seems to have some insight. So, um, she waves over at the guard to untie or unbound Saru, and she does, or they do, and she motions over Saru near you all, and she walks over. Hi, Connie. Sorry about all the commotion. It's okay. The drink made up for it. Um, is there really a dragon like just sleeping under the palace? And she goes, "Afraid so. It's Moreno Mar, the dark sea. Um, but we have the advantage on him. Axamon was trying to control him, but we can get access to him without him being aware. And then this will be the end of everything as I've said. And then peace, peace, Connie, peace." She looks over at the rest of the council and kind of like makes a motion with her hand to like, alrighty. And then she makes a very like she just does one large gavel like wham, and then she just says, "Court is adjourned. Everybody leave." And the rest of the people that are in the court that have their beverages and are kind of looking around. Some of them are starting to applaud and seeing Saru not bound, and she starts waving at the people and bowing, and it looks like there's a bit more that what feels like people are on her side as far as this narrative of like her killing people, her murdering them, like some of the testimonies that were being heard and what's been going on is painting a very very good picture for her. And as the court's clear, Connie is the only one who doesn't leave and comes down and continues more conversation with all of y'all together. I presume everybody's together at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, Saru and others, is she with you? And she looks over at Camarillo, who's still sitting down.
Yes. Yes, we brought her.
She looks over and she's like, she stands up. Yes, I'm with them as well. Are you sure? You look very familiar. Who are you? She looks over. She goes, I'm Camarillo. Oh, you're Camarillo. The Camarillo. Well, I'm sorry about your father. Yes, it is okay. I'm here to. He was a bitch.
Sorry about your father. Oh yeah, just thanks. Yeah, Gosh, what? Yeah.
Anyway, I'm here to finish this. Okay. Well, Saru, do you need anything from me or from anybody? I suppose we'll have to get equipped for this. We'll meet up at the shop with the storefront and get what we need. I assume gold's not a problem. Not a problem. And she hugs Saru and she wishes her the best of luck. Don't don't do anything stupid. If this is too much, don't. You don't have to do this. Saru looks over at Connie like, I have to. I have to. So she walks away, and it's now just you all. So it's you four, Saru and Camarillo. She looks over at you all. All right, to the store to get what we need for this dragon. So for brevity, I'm going to say that just to kind of shortcut this, if you all have, we'll say three things. If there's three items, it can be a scroll or it can be like a certain weapon or piece of armor. Is there anything that you all would like to have in this before going into this, without knowing what you're going into.
Anything?
I'm gonna say you all four of you can have one scroll, and then you can either have upgraded like a weapon or a piece of armor. So we'll say a scroll, an armor, and then 2 potions.
What kind of scroll?
You're opening a lot of doors, Tom.
Yeah, I'll
I
say.
need you to be specific, Tom.
I'm gonna. Okay, we'll say there. You can do a scroll of fireball, a scroll of featherfall, and a scroll of animal speaking.
All right, so there's only one good scroll in there.
I've got 2 of those 3, so.
And then add to your inventory. Everybody get 2 greater potions of healing.
Thank you.
And is everybody at level 7?
I thought we were at level 9.
Level
9.
9? Okay, I was thinking of Strixhaven. Sorry, so everybody's at level 9.
Holy shit! I'm like, we just cheated.
If there was a scroll that I didn't mention that you would like to have, I'm not gonna
What's level
argue
cap on
or
scrolls?
there's say again.
Best like what's level cap on scrolls? Like, don't take a spell over a 3rd level.
Yeah, I'll say 5th level.
Ooh, scroll of hold monster.
You can do that.
5th level spell, you said?
Yeah. And then Tyler, if you have any questions on that, just let me know.
Dude, my knowledge of scrolls is non-existent. So
No, the reason that I wanted you to tell me what I needed, because 100% I was just going to find a scroll wish. It's like,
yeah.
oh, I wish the dragon was dead. Oh, all right, well, took care of that problem.
We. I would have used it on the judge, but
I wish he
Now-
had taste buds in his asshole.
We'll also
That
use
was
this.
on me.
We can also use this time for a restroom break as well. If anybody needs to step away, use the restroom, take their animal out, get some water.
So 1 scroll, a weapon upgrade.
Alice, you all go in the front gate or the front entrance. It's worth noting that there is not a person at all in this area. Since the time that you've been making one last trip to the shop, they have blocked off this palace after what's been decided on, only for you all to go in. So you all do go in, and Riftwood, you notice something catch your eye or catch your attention since the last time you entered this area, and it was a room that it was the room that you led a zombie into the fire, like the fireplace.
Yeah.
If you wish, you can investigate the room if you feel compelled to do so.
Is the zombie in here?
The zombie is in there. The top torso of it has been charred completely. The fire is still going strong, and its legs are twitching.
What's up, nerd? Thomas, I didn't get a chance to ask you, but I wanted to see your opinion. I know you said 5th level spells. Could I have a scroll of a 6th level spell if it is not going to be used in combat?
Yeah.
Hero's Feast.
Oh yeah, dude. Hero's Feast is like you all get a bunch of temporary hit points.
Something like that, yeah. So we can discuss that after this round. I just wanted to get that out of the way before I keep looking for a spell.
Yeah, I'm down for Hero's Feast.
Bless you. So, yeah. So The top half is gone. You said.
Top half has been charred to a crisp. There's some
Oh.
bones strung about the fireplace. The legs are still intact, and then the fire is still going strong.
Oh, Jeff, you did so. I don't know how you did, but you know, good job.
So as you observe it and say that, the fire goes brightly. His name was Jeff. Jeff was his name.
Hello.
You remember that this fire spoke with you last time you were in this room.
Yeah, I remember. It was.
Have we spoken before?
No.
Welcome. I'm glad you're here.
Hi.
The room feels very warm.
Fuck.
Why don't you
fuck over
why don't you have a seat? Relax. I'm
that.
glad you're
Actually,
here.
Just passing through.
Well, don't be a stranger.
I will. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Saru look over and Riftwood's like, Riftwood, is everything okay?
There's a fire in here that talked to me.
Best not talk with the fire. That is was Aximon's consultant.
Oh.
It can be bad for your health if you're in there long enough.
Huh. Does anyone have to pee?
Kamario's like, I could probably go pee.
Probably go pee. There's a fire in here. It just needs to be put out.
I don't pee. Like, that's not how I pee though.
Well, like, okay, well, don't say that we didn't give the option to take down
I would
one of the.
I would rather not squat in an open flame.
You could pee in a cup.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Camarillo goes to the restroom.
All right, well, we can all blame her when that fire comes back.
So she goes to the restroom, comes back. Saru is walking in front, guiding you all to a familiar area. This is the area with the 4 pillars and the what looks to be like some type of crease on the ground that you all were able to use your strength to just keep open barely for a little bit. She enters the room and looks at everybody. If you'll just keep your distance, don't want anybody getting hurt. And she goes over to the pillar that has what looks to be some type of inscription written in her language, and she mumbles to her the pledge that's on the pillar, and this pledge causes the pillar to light up, and then the crease starts to kind of move, and you hear this like grinding of stone, like, and it just like starts to open up, leading into this what looks like a dark cavernous area. Okay, you set up your little dinner.
I'm setting my hero's feast. Like, while she's doing that, I'm like, oh, okay, are we going? Should we?
Yeah. So you want to describe for us what it looks like you're setting up?
Shit ton of steak and potatoes and cheese. This seems to be what brings most people joy that do get to eat. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out here.
As she as she finishes doing that, she leaves the door open where it's at. And you all can hear just the faintest, like what feels like sounds like a creature snoring. And she walks over and inspects the food and goes over to Riftwood. Thank you, Riftwood. I greatly appreciate the gesture, and I couldn't agree more. Food is a family member of its own. She starts kind of like getting a couple pieces, and Camarillo is like, "Is this okay to eat?"
So maybe.
I am not going to say no. She starts eating some of the like portions. And if you don't mind describing for me what Heroes Feast does.
Yeah. So up to 12 creatures can partake. The feast takes 1 hour to consume and disappears at the end of that time. Beneficial effects don't set in until this hour is over, so we do have to thoroughly just enjoy ourselves for an hour before we go die. A creature that partakes in the feast gets several benefits. The creature is cured of all diseases and poison, becomes immune to poison and being frightened, and makes all wisdom saving throws with advantage. Hit point maximum also increases by 2d10, and it gains the same number of hit points, and this benefit lasts for 24 hours.
Damn. So do you roll the 2d10?
If you want, I can roll 2d10. We can all add what I roll, or
Yeah.
everyone can roll 2d10.
That's yeah. Since you did the spell, you roll the 2d10, and we all just get the same one.
Okay.
So that would be 10, conveniently. So is that 10 bonus? 10? Doesn't say 10.
I think it's 10 total to your, so it just bumps you to whatever, up 10.
It's your max HP because your temp is different.
Okay, so we can't do over. It says hit point maximum also increases by 2d10.
Yeah, so if you click on your health, at the bottom it'll say override max HP. Put in there your HP with 10 added to it.
There we go.
And the game will actually show you what it should be and what you have.
Lots of overriding tonight. Okay.
Because that way you can also get temp HP on top of this.
Once everybody does that, I'm going to go ahead and go down the road and get everybody's HP just to keep track of that on my end.
Not sketch.
Here.
Just so everyone knows, for going forward into this combat, we are immune to poison and being frightened, and we make all wisdom saves with advantage.
Thank you.
Tom, you didn't sound stoked on that. Did I just silence did I just cast silence on
No.
your dragon?
I was writing down. I was trying to remember all the names and the spelling of them all. One of those is a big deal, though. I won't say which one, though.
Frightened.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
It's a dragon.
Frightful presence. Yeah, I'm full, man. If I die, I died on a full stomach.
Yeah, but I ain't going nowhere.
And see here. And if everybody's ready, I'm going to go down the list, starting with Blake. What is your total hit point amount?
Total hit point is 141.
Thank you. And Mike, are you in a position where you can give me yours?
Yeah, 84.
Okay. And then Zagrin.
104.
Thank you. And then Austin.
93.
Okay. And just for reference, both Kamaria and Sarub have the same amount, 92.
What about the dragon? I'm just kidding.
You almost did it.
Don't do that.
So, now it is worth noting thematically during this feast. I'm not sure what all you all would like to do before proceeding, but we'll say that this feast was done in like a makeshift dining area that is not the more formal one that you all saw upstairs, but rather like maybe one that employees of the palace that do like the maid work and the janitorial and the guard side, like employees would normally eat. It's like a more closed in area, kind of gives you this work place meal kind of vibe, and everybody's kind of sitting down eating, and Saru and trying to like, you know, finding comfort in this and sits down with everybody and looks over at Zagrin. So, what will you do after all this once we get you home?
Sure. First thing would be to make sure my town's safe. It's been a long time.
Hmm. I'm sure they miss you all very much.
Some of us.
What kind of food do they serve in your town? Was there like a meal that was treasured or a popular one?
Well, fish was a big deal for me. Big ol' fish man myself.
Mm. Looks over at Pre-Roast. You hear that, Pre-Roast? They have seafood where he's at. Fish. Oh my gosh, it's such a rarity here.
That's true.
Yeah, let me tell you, we have some of the best breads that you'll ever eat. We have some of the best meats, steaks.
And we keep all the orcs either under lock and key or outside of the city.
Now, surely after all this is over, we'll have that treaty signed of like no longer fighting the orcs. Maybe make allies of them. Oh, that'd be great. No longer enemies.
Yeah, but they sit at the back of the bus.
Kamaru kind of chimes in. Why did they fight with the orcs for so long? Why was my fault? Why were they hell bent on them, Saru? Like, it makes no sense. There was not an enemy that they could defeat. Ultimately, they did not give in like much of the other opposition that they fought. I don't think we would have ever defeated the orcs. It was a losing battle, one that drained our resources. She takes another bite out of her food. Kamaru kind of looks around. She goes, "I think I'm going to take one more look at my old room, and I'll be right back." So she gets up and walks away and excuses herself to take one more look at the old room that she had when she was a very very young kid before everything. Saru continues her meal. You know, I cannot believe that just days ago I was sitting at a table with Riftwood, Zagrin, and Delpini, and you all were just winners of a prize fight. You all won a fight, and as a consolation, you just eat with us. I had no idea the trajectory that would have. Did you, Priros?
No, I mean, to be fair there, definitely come a long way in such a short time.
I suppose it is worth mentioning what I can about Moreno Mar. And she starts going into a bit of a story as you all are kind of winding down the last couple moments of this Hero's Feast. Moreno Mar, the Dark Sea, a story that was thought to be fictitious, as there was no evidence of the dragon's sake. It was the true ruler of this kingdom. It is why that are undead, and they will stay alive. This Moreno Mar is the true battery that keeps them alive. But Moreno Mar, his greed was unfathomable. And long time ago, 5 necromancers came together to end Moreno Mar's tyranny, but did not kill him. Instead, they put him to sleep, thinking that one day he might be needed in a fight that could not be won to protect this kingdom. what we're going to be going down there to rid of. They did not kill. And rumors are that they knew they couldn't kill him. They could only contain him. If you do not wish to go, I understand. But I ask one more time, will you do this with me? One last favor. She kind of takes the silence in and looks at each individual that's in there. Looks over at Zagran and Riffwood. I have asked too much of you already, but will you aid me one last time in this fight?
Last time.
One more ride.
One more ride. Alrighty then. She has a short sword that she pulls out and she starts kind of looking at it. Not one that she has like wielded very often, and sizes it up and puts it back up in her like carrying space, and just starts walking back to where the area was that she opened up. And where I presume you all follow her.
Yeah.
So you all do, and you see Camarillo is already there looking down, waiting for everybody. She's finished looking through her room. How long does this go? Is this? I can't see anything. I can't see sheet. There will be light, as so I've told. And Saru starts walking down, and as soon as Saru starts walking down, there are some very steep steps that go down, and there begins to be a glowing, like what looks like green wisps, that start to kind of flutter in air as she goes down, and start to kind of fill the space with this dim green light. And then Camaria goes behind her. Does anybody else? Does anybody want to continue or go after them?
Sure, I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I presume everybody starts going down.
Do it.
Let's go.
Alrighty. So you all head down. It's a bit of a walk, but it's a very quiet one. It's rather musty. Almost get the feeling that it's a very damp space, like a lot of caves are that have moisture in the area. But these green wisps continue to eagerly light up the space as you all continue. And I'm going to send the first image here that you see as you all continue. And let's see here. One moment. Tom's Bar World. No, not that one. General. There we go. So you all come to a section that has this.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Is anybody in the party speak Draconic?
I do. That's me.
hey.
I also speak Draconic, sir.
I'm sorry, you said you do, Burton?
I do speak Draconic, yes, sir.
Okay.
You got that draconic blood.
I got that blue boy blood.
So you all approach what looks to be some sort of shrine that is glowing. In the picture I provided, it looks like there's a more like flashlight kind of light, but just for effects, it's a bit greener than what that picture is. And the runes I'm sorry. In the shrine, it looks like there is some type of like plaque in observation that reads. Let me see here. My seas become dark for endless miles. For passage within, lay hands on 3 piles. That is what Zagrin, you and Burton read in Draconic, and what looks to be some type of like statue representing a black dragon.
Well, that's weird.
The bone piles that you see, you get a very ominous feeling from them when just looking at them. Something seems very off about them. But that is where you come at an impasse, where it looks like you all have continued walking. There really haven't been any deviations up to this point. But you see that plaque, you see the dragon, just like in the picture. You see a couple smaller statues, and you see these bone piles that come up about waist high. What do you all do?
Fireball.
Fireball?
There's. I relay what you read.
Okay.
Yeah, same. We got to lay hands on the piles, so I'm gonna go touch a pile.
Okay.
See if I can get 2 people to come touch my pile with me.
Do you? I'm going to ask you. Do you want to try to lay hands on the middle, the left, or the right?
I'm gonna go right.
Okay. So you put your hand on top of the bone pile, and you notice, as you do, this wisp flies out aggressively of the bone pile. And as it flies out, it goes for a very quick bump on your hand. And as it does that, you feel this
You die.
sharp pain that goes through your hand and races up your arm. And you take 11 points of necrotic damage.
That's fucked up. Well,
So the wisp that did that to you now is eagerly trying to like accompany you, almost as if it's looking at you. But it isn't. But it is now in close proximity of you after doing that.
okay. Can I try to like kill that little fucker?
Okay, yeah. How do you try to do that?
Is it just a little thing?
It looks like a firefly.
Oh, okay. Let's just try to smack it. Let's just swat it.
Okay. It's going to roll for dexterity to see if it can avoid you. Okay. Now you smack it. Do you smack it like as if you're smacking it onto your surface, or just smacking it in the air?
And just away, like in the air, like swat
Okay.
it away.
Yeah. So you absolutely smack the living shit out of it. And now it's hovering a little bit with less life on the ground.
Okay. I need 2 other people to touch their piles. Just touch all 3.
You're doing a pretty good job.
What
You
you
touch all
what
3?
you all see happen when Zagrin does that is he experiences this like this wisp just like boom, like it just taps his hand, and then it wisps away, and he just sort of like swipes it. With this point with this happening, you get the feeling that was unpleasant to him.
Man, that's tough. You should probably touch all of them.
I was kind of thinking it might be the same time.
Camarillo goes over to Zagrin. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just a flesh wound.
What? The 3 piles. So I just touch one, and she's just gonna aggressively go for the middle one. She's like, "What? I just do this?" And then a wisp jumps out and flies above Camarillo's hand and pokes her. She takes 13 points of necrotic damage, and she lets out a little, yeah, like a ah. Oh, she like holds her hand and like kind of nestles it and rubs her hand a little bit, and the little green wisp kind of flies over to her. It's like she pinches it, and it goes, "Meep," and then it just extinguishes and it dies. That bastard. That hurt. All right, what do y'all do after that?
Fine. I go touch the other pile.
So you touch the left pile, and at this point, a wisp comes up.
I smack
And
it before it does anything to me. Don't touch me.
okay, so you try to smack it before it does anything.
Yeah, don't touch me.
Roll dexterity for me. Let me see if you can beat its dexterity. It rolled a 12.
Let's see here. Big money. I rolled a 12.
Really?
Me, yeah.
Okay.
10 plus 2.
I'm gonna give you the opportunity to try to snipe it or like do what she did before it can like sting you.
Yeah, that's
So
right. Yeah, don't you touch me.
just roll for attack.
Roll to
have-
smack.
With my hands. Okay, let me. How's that?
Yeah, with that strength you got.
Yeah, all that strength I have. Am I rolling damage, or I got to roll to squish it?
I will say because of the thing acting very quick, like a bug almost would. If you want to try to do like something with your weapon or a spell, I mean, I'll allow it, but just
I'll shock and grasp this bitch.
okay. And I'm gonna do you have to roll something for that to see if it connects?
Yeah, it's a touch attack. 18.
Okay. Yeah. So you fry the bastard before it can hurt you.
Yeah, don't you fucking touch me.
So at this point, the only wisp that didn't die, the one that's like limping near Zegrin, starts to kind of hover closer to the ground towards the back of the statue. And it goes into the wall, and then the cave behind, like the wall behind the statue starts to kind of separate, and looks like an entrance begins to open. And you from where you're at, you see a bright green color emanate from within that area. You just get a hit with a large blast of like bright green color. Saru will start to cautiously draw her weapon and start walking in there. I think this is it. And she starts kind of like slowly making her way in there.
Let's do it.
Alrighty. And as you does everybody follow?
Yeah.
Okay. As you all enter the area, you see this. So you see a plethora of green wisps hovering just very gradually above what looks to be a dormant dragon. As you all enter the area, you notice there is this limping green wisp that is trying to reunite with the other wisps where the dragon is at. It's moving rather slow, but you all notice it's trying to make its way to the dragon who is right now sleeping. What do y'all do?
I'm gonna go ahead and use my spell scroll and give myself stone skin for an hour.
Oh shit! Alrighty, that boosts up your AC, I presume.
No, it gives me resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Okay, so you take half damage.
And then when I rage, it means I take a fourth.
Shit.
So is
The
this
tank.
dragon asleep?
Yeah, so right now it looks like it is asleep.
Spells against it have advantage.
Say again?
Spells against it should have advantage, am I right?
Yeah, that is correct. Now, I will say you right now it looks like you can probably do one action before something might happen with the wisp and the dragon. So I'm just putting that out there.
Okay. Do I see anybody looking like they're amping up to attack it directly, or are we all just like prepping ourselves like personally?
So Saru and Kamaria are just kind of bracing themselves. They are kind of assessing the situation, analyzing the dragon and the area. Um, so they're just those two are bracing themselves.
Definitely do something that's going to assist us. It's not going to hurt it necessarily, but it's going to make hurting it a lot easier.
I
Okay.
mean, I could just straight up hurt it if y'all want me to go ahead and just do that.
No, let me do my thing first. 'Cause it's gonna...
Stop! I'm doing something.
I'm doing a thing.
Do my thing. 50 hamburgers, 50 cheeseburgers, 50 milkshakes. 50... I thought it was 55 something.
Tyler, did I say you took 11 points of damage? The necrotic from the sting.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm sorry, are you there, Tyler?
Go fuck yourself. Tyler?
You okay, Tyler?
Tyler, we can't hear you.
If Maria.
Mama Maria. Oh, fuck, there's some rock.
Maria.
might be
I think
playing that.
so.
I think I might be playing that before I go to bed.
Maria, I love you.
Gypsy lady.
I can hear you.
Oh, I hear Tyler.
Yeah, sorry. My internet shit the bed for like 10 seconds and fixed itself.
I love the fact that it's dead quiet. Tyler's not talking to anybody, and we go, Mama Maria, and you hear him
Maria.
very, very faintly go, Gypsy lady. That's what we got to do to bring him out of a coma.
I'm
Yeah.
back, baby.
So good. Did I say you took 11 points of necrotic damage from that, Tyler?
Fucking welcome
Yes.
back. You took 11 points of damage, right?
Okay. Because I realized I didn't put it down. Okay. Alrighty, very good. So, yeah, I'll say right now you all have one action in rotation to do something if you all choose to do so right now.
I'm gonna let Mike go first.
Okay.
So you want to go first?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to cast and easy there with the sizing. I'm going to cast
well-
enlarge reduce on it.
What kind of what size? What type of dragon is it, Tom?
Black Dragon.
No, I meant like what type of dragon?
It's gonna be black.
Is it adult? Is it like?
Oh, yeah. Hold on a
Is it
second.
ancient?
Is it baby?
One moment.
Don't be ancient. I'll just turn around.
It is adult.
Okay, so that's 20 feet.
Did you already put up Albert Rodeo, Blake?
Sure did.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to cast enlarge reduce on it, and I'm going to try to reduce it.
Okay. So you do that with advantage?
We never fight shit that's sleeping, so Blake, give me input. Is it with advantage, or is it just like...
So if you're doing an attack roll, you have advantage. If it's a saving throw, it is still a standard saving throw.
So reduce.
It will automatically fail strength or dexterity saving throws.
Ew, okay.
Let me go first then.
Hold on. Target size is halved in all dimensions, and its weight is reduced to 1/8 of normal. The reduction decreases its size by one category
wait.
for medium to small, for example. Until the spell ends, the target also has a disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Target's weapons shrink to match. This is a Constitution saving throw.
So it
Okay.
would roll its standard Constitution if you did that.
You could have just thrown a fireball on it and it failed automatically.
Hear me out. I'm gonna do that anyway. I just think it's gonna be interesting seeing it wake up and it says the horse like, hey.
Nay. All right, so you're gonna go for the enlarge reduce.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to reduce it.
Okay. So it needs to roll Constitution save.
Yeah.
That is a 24.
Fuck.
What did it have to make?
Can I hold on? Can I what do I have for that? I haven't played Rift.
Silvery barbs.
It's either silvery barbs or I thought I had something as a
Bend
sorcerer.
luck. I
You
mean,
could
we got
use
something.
Couldn't you use inspiration to give yourself advantage or something? I don't. Well, you can't give advantage.
Bend luck wouldn't do me any good because it's a D4 minus, and I'd have to get a 4 to
Mm.
still would make it. Yeah, silvery barbs. Fuck that.
Okay, so it's got to roll again.
Yeah.
Okay. 29.
God damn it.
It was almost a 30. All right, so was this a scroll?
No. The spell.
Okay.
These are spell slots.
So you attempt the enlarge reduce. As you do, the dragon just kind of like goes. So it's. We'll say that it didn't wake it up because it didn't make it. So
No.
well, so I guess Burton, did you have an action
It's
you wanted to take?
Burton's turn.
Yeah.
Or just to make sure, Tyler, I didn't want to leave you out. Was there anything you wanted to do, or Pre-Rose?
Well, I mean, Burton wants to go first, but
I'm
yeah,
I'm gonna come up and smack it. So
Okay.
if they want to throw shit at it first, I am
Yeah.
okay with that.
Well, my scroll I chose was a fireball, so I was gonna just,
Okay. Gotcha.
Just 3 fireballs from the back.
Hold the
Pretty much.
line.
I don't
See you
know how
copy my
good it's
beard.
going to be good for us, but I'm
You want to do?
I'm gonna nuke some fireflies too while I'm at it.
Yeah. So
okay. I'm gonna cast Storm Sphere at 4th level.
Storm Sphere. Okay.
Ooh.
It's so I roll to attack. I got a 14 plus 9, 23.
Oh, it hits.
Okay, so a 20-foot radius sphere of whirling air springs into existence, centered on a point you chose within a range. So that dragon is 20 feet long. So right in the middle of it, poof, it's going to have a nasty wake up. The sphere
Okay.
remains for the spell's duration. Each creature in the sphere, when it appears or that ends its turn, there must succeed on a strength saving throw or take 2d6 bludgeoning damage. The sphere space is difficult terrain. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your turns to cause a bolt of lightning to leap from the center of the sphere towards creature you choose within 60 feet of the center. So, make a ranged spell attack. You have advantage on that attack roll. Target hits sphere on a hit. Target takes 46 lightning damage. Creatures
Hell
within
yeah.
30 feet of the sphere have disadvantage on perception checks made to listen.
Okay.
So,
Damn.
I really wish I'd taken the other scroll that I wanted to take now.
What were we thinking?
Phantasmal Wall.
Ooh.
Literally just let y'all throw that kind of shit at him, and then he can't attack us. He'll just eventually die in there. He's just constantly getting attacked, and he can't get at us. You can't counterspell the wall.
And this is a 1-minute spell.
this is concentration up to a minute.
Okay.
So 10 rounds.
So
Alrighty.
Oh, when it
So
appears, everything in there takes 2d6 damage when it
as
appears.
as that happens, 2d6.
All right. I'm sorry for overriding you, Tom.
No, you're fine. So you take
Yeah.
takes 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And
I roll damage.
oh, my apologies. Yeah, go right ahead. That's fine. That's on me.
It takes 8 damage, and any creature, even the fireflies, fuck them flies.
Yeah, I will say the flies do get fucked up.
Good. Try to bite me, bitch. These are hands made for brewing, baby.
These hands are made for strangling and brewing.
So,
You said you're rolling for the damage on the
yeah,
storm sphere?
it was just 8 when it starts.
Okay, 8. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alrighty, good deal. So what happens when this gust of wind is called in? These flies start just swirling out in a vortex above the dragon. The dragon is now woken up. It's stiff at first, but then it starts to look around and it's roaring and it's greatly disturbed in this area that it's in. We are now rolling initiative, baby.
Whee! Whew. 10.
No, 9.
Okay.
19.
Damn. 19, Blake.
Well, I get advantage on initiative rolls.
That's what's up.
14.
Go Barbarian.
14. And let's see what the dragon rolls for initiative.
39.
Let's see here. This one does not appear to get advantage, any type of plus on initiative.
Is dexterity modifier.
Oh, thank you. It's a +2. So it rolled a 20.
I mean, he doesn't get one.
You said it doesn't get a plus?
No, it does, Tom. I was like, until it was above mine, and then all of a sudden, I was like, oh, no.
Okay. Alrighty, good deal. So it is the dragon's turn with Priros on deck. So the dragon at the start of its turn takes 8 damage, Austin.
Yes.
And so do them fireflies.
Fuck them flies.
So he takes 8. And during this, you just see the flies again just getting whirled around. They are just completely vulnerable to the gust that they are succeeded in, and they take 8 damage, all of them collectively. Alrighty, so the dragon sees you all.
Hello.
It is going to first and foremost. It needs to get. Let's see here. What's the length on you all? Where is it at? Get.
I don't know if you're allowed to ask that question, Tom.
Let's see here.
We're all within 30 feet.
Okay.
I need you all to make a dexterity saving throw.
So, I'm going to go ahead and move him as much. So he has difficult terrain, so he can only his movement speed is affected by this halved. So it's only 20 feet. So he gets there, and as he moves closer, he does try to communicate for everybody to be able to understand. And what you all hear as he progresses towards you all, I have been asleep when I thought I would die. I am more than a weapon. I am a ruler. The ruler. And he's going to start he's going to try to do a little attack on the closest person, which try to see who that is. Let me see here. Pointer. Who is this one?
That is pre-roast.
Okay. So he is
Does
going
he have
to
reach?
let's see here.
Because
The
if he doesn't
bite,
have reach, he doesn't hit.
yeah, the bite is 10 feet.
Then yes, he's got reach.
Yeah. Now
I'm
the
just
claw,
checking.
the claws are 5 feet, so the claws probably are a no go this round. But the bite is 10 feet.
Understood.
So he rolls a 14.
Well, that's a miss.
Okay. So he tries to go for a bite, and it doesn't quite get there, and he does not have knowledge of this. He is going to try to do. Let me see if he can do frightful presence in the same turn. I don't think he can. Oh yeah, it can. Okay, cool. So he's going to attempt to try to use his frightful presence, and just lets out a bellowing roar at everybody. And as we know, you all cannot be frightened. And so when this happens, he slowly tilts his head and he's puzzled. He's like, well, shit. So now it is Pre-Rose's turn with Saru on deck.
All right. Well, then I am gonna rage.
Yeah, boy. Gain him.
Rage.
The rage
Black
gauge.
rage. What's a Nubian? So I'm gonna become enlarged, and I'm gonna walk up to him, sir.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna attack.
Yes.
So, first swing. Oh, chunky boy!
A nat 20?
That's a nat 20.
Damn. Get it.
Uh, that's 3d12 plus 6.
Holy shit.
Well, don't say that till we know what they are. Oh, fuck, I'll take it. Alright. Oh, it's plus 8 because I'm raging. So that's a total of 32 damage.
Hell yeah, dude. And that's
Oh.
just from one swipe?
Yep.
I meant to say, you have to make a strength saving throw because he technically ended his turn in the storm. My bad.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll do that real quickly here.
Of course.
You get fucked. $19.
He good.
Okay. So he takes 36 damage from attack number uno.
Yes. Second swing. 24 to hit.
It absolutely hits, my dude.
Excellent. That is 18 damage.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Damn, dude.
I just swing the axe.
So for just for flavor, so you during this moment of just like confusion that you all aren't frightened, you just go right into the rhythm of what you know, which is just damage. So you go for the first cleave and it goes near like the neck, closer to where his leg is, and he gets like a little bit of weight and shudders down. He finds his footing, and then another hit. So he is already fully aware of this of your capabilities after that. And it is now Saru's turn with Riftwood on deck. Alrighty, so let's see what we want Saru to do.
That gif is way too like perfect.
Let's see here.
Oh, Saru's here? Okay.
Yeah, we have Saru and Camarillo.
Okay, well, there's Saru.
Okay.
Give me like 2 shakes and I'll have you a Camarillo.
Thanks, sir.
Choose file, click the jamboree. Got it. And there we go.
Okay. So, Saru is going to cast Fairy Fire on the dragon. And this bluish color emanates from her person and just begins to channel energy into the dragon where she stands. And just with this peaceful mentality where she's at, she just bows her head, and this this just light, this overpowers the green that was around it and is now covered in blue. And just to give you some insight, mostly for Tyler, I don't know if how familiar you are with fairy fire, but each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue. In this case, any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined. For the duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. There's a little bit of light there. Any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it. And the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible. So there's advantage on attacks. Is big
Oh no, it's invisible.
And let's see here. And just to keep just to avoid a bunch of like stuff on the map, we'll say that where the dragon goes, there's blue. I don't want to like just put blue on there and then kind of over.
Well, there used to be a way to put a ring around him. And I don't know if like they got rid of that or they did something else to it. So, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Oh shit, attachment.
Okay.
I'm raging.
And so it is now Riftwood's turn with Zegrin on deck.
Ooh, I have so many like windows open. There it is. Riftwood gonna move on over here to this corner.
Oh, not that one.
Realizing very much how well the enlarge reduce went, we're not gonna do that again. Can I use? Oh god, this would be interesting. Can I use polymorph on it?
Ooh, you want to try to polymorph it?
Yeah,
Okay. I mean, if you have the ability to polymorph, you can cast it.
I'm gonna cast it.
Alrighty. And is there a roll that it has to make?
A wisdom save of 60.
Okay.
Really banking on the shit roll here.
Let's see here. Wisdom save. Oh my gosh, Mike, 17.
That's okay. It's all right. I am my turn.
Okay. Did my turn?
It's your turn.
It is your turn with Camarillo on deck.
Fuck!
Okay, I'm gonna move up, and I'm gonna slash.
Okay.
That is 29 to hit.
It hits.
Damn.
That is 12 damage, and I'm gonna smite.
Alrighty, yes you do, sir.
And I will do a full smite, which will be 1 second. Let me get that for you. An extra 5d8.
So how much is that altogether?
1 second, let me roll that. So it's 12 plus 26, so that is a 38.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm gonna use my second attack too.
Her.
And that is 24 to hit.
Okay. It does hit.
And that will do 13 damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna smite again.
Alrighty.
I will do 4. This will be 4d8. That's all I can do on that. So that's an extra 16. So that's 29 total there.
Damn, dude.
And that's all I can. That's all I can do.
So when Marina Mar, the part that I can't stand is like I heard Bruno Mars one time when I was saying it. I'm like I can't stop thinking of Bruno Mars every time I say his name. But Marino Mar, when you hit him with these smites, he lets out just this guttural dragon sound like I'm not sure what's like. It's like a screech almost, like
Probably sounds about as sad as Austin does when you skip his turn.
Oh, did I skip your turn?
Whoops.
Damn it!
I
I
would like-
did.
I need to unsmite.
No, you can smite.
Hold
I
on.
just noticed I was like-
Austin was prepping some spell and he goes, "Here we go," and then Tyler's coming to us. Wait a minute, here we go.
Hey, sorry, he said I was on deck, so it's not my fault.
Yeah, That's all on me. Hold on a second. Yeah, because he's before. Like it's pre-roast and then Burton and then Saru. Well, shit. Hold on.
Saru already went.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like he was above Saru, so it was Burton, Saru, and then Zagrin, or Burton, Rue, Riffwood, Zagrin. Hold on. And then Camarillo. And then that. Okay, cool. All right, so we'll have it corrected for this next rotation, but I've already got the damage in there. Burton, it is your turn, and then after Burton, it'll be Camarillo.
All right. First off, I'm gonna do a squiggly. How far was this? I go right, and from there is 30. Fantastic.
I fucking love that fucking lion.
So we'll go there. All right. On these little blue bugs or green
Yes.
thing bugs, I'm gonna cast fireball. So hold that for me. They all need to make a dex save.
Okay, I'm going to roll one just as a collective for them. It was a 6.
All right, 8d6 fire damage coming up.
Oh my gosh.
I like that lion better, but I still have questions about what that other thing is.
Yeah, I like the other one carrying a little man. This
They
is
take
And a lightsaber.
they take 29 points of damage.
So what you see,
Oh, you can put Leon and Mike. It knows what that is for some reason.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, that's what I said. Because that's what I did for my picture.
oh damn, dude, I'm just now catching up on these. That's badass.
If you really
Drawn.
want like the true D&D, you gotta put drawn by Larry Elmore.
That's pretty smart.
Drawn by Larry Elmore.
He was like the
So
dude that did the OG art on the original, like
that's pretty smart.
I'm doing
So
that now.
so Burton, as you cast it, you said it's fireball.
Mhm.
You notice, in just a very beautiful fashion, all of these flies, they glow from a blue to a green to a red to a crisp, and the flies and any type of layer action has been dismantled.
He's got a gun.
Give everyone guns.
All right. Fantastic. And then with my storm spear, you gotta. Oh shit! He's got a gun.
What is that? You know what it is, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Is that a monkey? He's got a gun.
And I said I cast gun. Let's see. And then I'm going to make I get a bonus action
Okay.
with the storm sphere, and within 60 feet of the center. So I'm gonna make a ranged spell attack on him with advantage.
Okay.
Doobity-bap. That is a 21.
21.
It hits.
All right. Here, hold. That is how 4d6. There's that. That is a 15 plus 5, so 20 lightning damage.
Okay. 20 lightning damage.
I got my elemental affinity with it.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
So, so just as a recap here, it's worth noting that the glowing green flies that you all saw are no more. They've been targeted, and I will say they were going to be a layer action, but they are crisp. So that big kudos there to old Burton.
Yeah, don't try
And
to bite these hands. These make people happy.
so it is now Camarillo's turn with Moreno Mar on deck. So let's see here. So Camarillo, she let's see here. Let's look at her on the map. Where is she? Okay. So she is going to swing around this way. Get a little bit more distance. And who is this right here next to her?
Oh, hey, how you doing there, pretty lady?
Hello, that was quite impressive.
Well, that's what all these hands can do.
I'm using all 15 coins on this one.
And
Do Goku goes to Waffle House.
Yeah, I already such a fucking rabbit hole.
let's see what she's gonna do. Sorry guys, just being a bard, there's a lot of different shit here.
Pretty rude. I like this one that's got Blake's lying and about to punch it.
Oh, I'm gonna. Why is there a lizard?
Because it doesn't recognize Dragonborn. So you have
Yeah,
to
it
type
does.
in lizard humanoid.
Thank you for that. That'll help me.
Yeah, I got you.
The best I got so
I'm
far
trying-
without.
I'm struggling so hard with a group of 4. How about we all just do our own and then we can like collage them?
One more moment, guys. Sorry.
This is closer. We're getting there.
Well, that's not bad.
That one looks that newest one looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
So this is supposed to be a black dragon. It colored us both. But that's okay.
It thought you said dragoon.
What was the artist's name?
Larry Elmore.
So you put like as Larry Elmore?
I put like well, the current prompt I'm using is the Iron Giant fighting a black dragon, comma, in front of his friends, comma, drawn by Larry Elmore.
All right,
It's
so
very cool.
she's going to do an animate weapon, and let's see here.
Animate weapon.
She's going to animate a little great axe.
All right. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You just throw that where you need to throw that at.
I don't know if we're going to be able to get close. We'll say that she uses her movement to be able to place the weapon close enough to it, and then we'll just for brevity give it the initiative, the lowest initiative, which is it. So it'll make its attack. It'll roll for attack, and it will miss, unfortunately. And now it is the dragon's turn with Pre-Roast on deck. All right, so
Trying to make him.
Pre-Roast, you are up close and personal with this dragon. You're within 5 feet.
I sure am.
Alrighty, it is going to try to bite you again. Oh shit!
Hey,
It
Mike.
is 19.
A 19 does it?
Okay.
And in this version, your reduce worked apparently.
I like that. I like it. What a good boy.
I will say for the record, Mike, I do feel bad that it succeeded on both reduce and polymorph.
No, you don't.
I do.
You know exactly what would have happened. You would have had to be like.
So it took. So you take
What we're gonna do is we're gonna throw it off a cliff.
a quarter. You take a quarter of 17.
All right, so drop it down to 16, 8, 4.
Okay, so 4. So it just the stone skin and your rage. It puts up a formidable defense, and out of that attack, it's going to go ahead and try to make its 2 claw attacks as well. So the first claw is 18.
That also hits.
Okay. And that's 10, so a quarter of 10.
So 5, 4, 2.
Okay. And then its second one was a 13.
That's a miss.
Okay, so it misses. And so after that, because you're very close to it, you notice that this dragon, it does appear to be preparing what looks to be a breath attack. It's not going to be using it this turn, but you get the inclination that there is some form of like caustic fluid that might be like coming off the teeth. So
Be careful, everybody. He looks like he's gonna be spewing.
spewing. And that is going to be its turn. And does it still need to roll for that storm, Austin?
Yeah. If it ends its turn, it has to roll a strength save because it's
Okay.
still technically in it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 19.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Alrighty. So it is now Pre-Roast's turn with Burton on deck.
All right, everybody heard that. Burton is next.
I was just sitting there. I was like, "Hey, wait a second."
Okay. Well, then I'm going to swingy swing, but before I do that, I'm going to use my bonus action to make an elemental cleaver.
Ooh.
And I'm going to give it lightning damage.
Ride the lightning, baby.
Go you.
Right. I'll tell you, it was a toss up between Stone Skin and Holy Weapon because I was like, yeah, if I hit him, I'm just gonna keep rolling a bunch of dice every time. Or if he's gonna hit me, he ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, dude. Stone Skin is brutal with rage.
He's a big boy.
Is
That's
that your sec?
that's another nat 20.
Damn, dude. Damn.
Thermachond loves me today.
Damn.
Yeah, all it means is that, when I need it most, it will not be here. Alright, so I'm gonna roll for damage.
Okay.
That is 25 plus 8. So 33 slashing and 2 lightning, so 35 total damage.
35 total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then second attack. 25 to hit.
It absolutely hits.
So 17 damage.
Okay. And you only took 6 from that attack, right? From it attacking you.
Correct. Yep, and 6 lightning damage too.
Okay, so,
So total 21.
Okay, 21.
Or 23.
23.
Because I forget that it doesn't add the rage damage.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
24. My rage now does +3.
So just one more point of damage on that.
On that one, yeah, we're not going to go back and try to add all the extra +1s.
Okay. Okay.
Which I mean
So
is technically like an extra 3 because I've only hit him 4 times.
So your attacks are digging deep into this dragon's skin. You notice that when you lodge your weapon in, it goes rather deep, and when you pull it out, there's just these deep gashes, and each hit is a very noticeable impact for this dragon. I'm not going to say it's hurting, but it's hurting.
Yeah, well, I'm going to hurt its pride. I'm going to tell it that I only tip dudes because I got to make sure the gender wage gap is real.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it.
Alrighty,
This
so
is what I do.
Bert, it is your turn with Saru on deck.
Oh boy. See what my movement look like. Mm-mm-mm. Can't go. No fear. Excuse me. And let's see here. This is gonna be a 4th level there. I'm gonna cast their lightning bolt.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna start rubbing these hands together and you make a deck save.
Okay.
That's Bert and Tyler.
So deck save 16.
Oh, it failed. Oh,
Damn.
blessed be you was the 17 you needed.
Oh shit.
That was 96. Comes out to 33 damage.
Okay, 33 damage.
Plus an extra 5 from my elemental affinity. So 38 on that. And I'm going to use my bonus action from my Storm and Sphere to try to whop him again.
You're gonna say again what you're gonna do?
My Storm Sphere, I get a bonus action Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your turns to cause a bolt of lightning to leap from the center of the sphere towards the creature you choose within 60 feet of the center. Make a
Okay.
ranged spell attack. You have advantage on that attack if the target is in the sphere. On a hit, target takes 46 lightning damage. Does an 18 hit?
It is not.
Alrighty then. Yes, it.
Okay, very good. So let's see here. So now it is Saru's turn with Riftwood on deck. And let's see here.
All right, I gotta quit playing with AI art.
Mm.
But the dragon has an ally.
Oh, no. That breaks through our fear.
All right, so Saru is going to call forth lightning from her blade as well, and she's going to actually cast a 6th level chain lightning. Let's see here. So there's going to be bolt of lightning that begins to arc towards Marinomar. And let me see what it has to do. Dexterity save. And let's see what it rolls. It fails. Goodness. So let's see how much it does. Get out them D8s. Oh, that's not very much. 21 lightning damage. So just these pillars of lightning start just going straight towards this dragon. It goes all the way down its spine, dealing 21 damage to its total. And as it rears its head, you just see this like caustic drool start to come off of its teeth and onto the ground. Again, shrieking in pain. The pain echoes through the cavern. Riftwood, it is your turn with Zegrin on deck.
Oh no.
I like that
Oh, no.
it won't create an AI image if you ask it to give it a gun, but it'll just give it a gun on its own.
Is everybody using the same one? Is it Bing?
Yeah, Bing.
Yo, Mike, here's you casting a fireball.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, that's good. Did you
That's
ever cast it with
beautiful.
a gun before?
I was gonna say with a gun and cast fireball. I was gonna give you both.
Oh man.
Here's one where you've got a hood on, because I know that's your character. That's a man that says, "I didn't ask how big the room was."
I will. Give me 2 seconds. I'm finishing deciding.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Can I do hold creature or hold monster?
Go right ahead. Funny enough, I was looking at that because like, I think he might have old monster. I need to prep for that one. So yes, so you most certainly can go for the hold monster, and just let me know what I need to do.
The wisdom save of 16.
Okay, let's see what he rolls. 14, dude.
Ooh.
Damn.
So target is, let's see, at the end of each of its turns, it can make another attempt. Creature you see within range, it's paralyzed.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's a huge deal.
Ooh.
It was hold monster.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was my one and only 5th level spell.
Oh, but it's such a good one, though.
It is.
Yeah, I brought a spell scroll of it.
For just such an occasion. Now I'm checking right
That's-
now on it. It can't do any actions.
So,
it
it's
suffers under
considered-
paralyzed.
Yeah, it's considered incapacitated. It automatically fails strength and dex saves. Attack rolls against it have advantage, and any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if that attacker is within 5 feet of it.
Okay.
That's me.
It's me too.
Mhm.
I did it.
All right. So it is Zagran's turn with Camarillo on deck.
Just say we're gonna smack the fuck out of it.
Okay, so sorry for the dumb question, but explain critical hit. Do I need to do anything for that, or
So roll to hit, you have
Okay.
advantage, and if you
Okay.
do hit, it's double the. It's 2 dice instead of 1.
okay? So I'm gonna swing away. That's a 21 to hit.
It absolutely hits.
Okay, so yeah, what's your weapon die? A D8,
It's 2d6, but it
2d6.
says I can.
So
It says I can roll as crit damage. Just do that. Well, that
oh yeah,
okay as an option. Thank you, sure. That is 22 damage.
Twin damage.
oh
Yeah,
that's cool. I didn't know it would let you do that.
and I'm gonna smite.
Schmite it, good sir.
Let's
That's
see.
exciting.
I can only smite with 2d8 extra. So 1 second. There's an extra 8 on top of that.
Okay. Very good.
And I might do my second attack, which is a 30 to hit.
Oh my gosh. I think that hits. Mhm.
And that does 18 damage, and I'm gonna smite one last time.
Ooh. Not looking good.
That is my last smite that I can do. Let's see. 2d8. So that is an extra 10 damage.
Okay.
And that will complete it for me.
All right. It is looking extremely bad. This thing is ready to be put out of its misery. So at that point, your attacks begin to just pour out what looks like acid out of its stomach. It looks like its legs are starting to kind of give out in the back. Again, it's held. So yeah, he's definitely going through it. It is now Camarillo's turn, and Camarillo is going to do something because she has insight a little bit about this creature from her father, or about this place. She is going to do something to aid everybody. Hold on one moment.
You all feel 3 inches larger. Ah.
Oh my
Oh.
god. I doubled.
So there's a let's see here. So the closest, who are the 3 that are in closest proximity?
That would be myself, Zagrin, and the spiritual weapon.
So she is going to pull out a bless scroll and bless the 3 that are closest to the dragon.
Is she gonna bless the weapon?
You're right. One of those is a weapon. So no, it is going to be. So let's see. It'll be Priros, Zagrin, and Saru. So those 3 will be blessed, meaning that they have advantage on saving throws before spell ends. Target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll saving throw. She is now going to move back, and looking at the creature, she's like, I think this one is going to blow up. It's only a matter of time. And she's going to move back. It is now the dragon's turn with Priros on deck. So the dragon, now correct me if I'm wrong, Blake, just as the rules are written, but it is going to just expel its breath attack.
It is certainly not because it is incapacitated.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. Because here's what I'll let y'all know for transparency. It's gonna have this buildup of acid. If it does nothing, it will likely blow up this acid just in random directions when it goes out. But I was gonna say if it has the ability of dispelling a breath, that's what it's gonna do. If not, it is just gonna go straight to your turn, Blake.
Does it roll against the hold person at the end of its turn, Mike?
I mean, it should. Like,
I think so. I don't remember.
A strength save.
Hold on. Old monster. The spell has no effect on the undead. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. On
Wisdom
success,
save.
the spell ends. But
Oh, that's weird. That's a 32.
That's at the end of its turn.
So rolled a 15.
So it failed.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, buddy.
oh.
Dude, it's looking bad. Like, what would you like to do against this thing?
Well, I rolled a 29 to hit.
Damn, it hits.
That is 25, 34, 38 damage, 4 of
Damn.
which is lightning.
You only needed 8. How you want to do it?
Well, if that's the case, I would like to go back to. Hold on. I'm gonna to this GIF right here, and 100% that is what I'm gonna do. Because it was a crit. So yeah, I'm just gonna jump up and just come down on its big ass dragon like head.
Hell yeah, dude. You cleave this creature's head, and it splits with ease after being tenderized this entire fight. This dragon's body begins to do some type of convulsing from what it can within the whole person. Whatever the whole person is doing, it's masking quite a bit of what this dragon's natural reaction is to this. And as it begins to succumb to its wounds, acid just pools from around it onto the ground. And I do have a dex save throw request for you, Saru, and Zegrin.
20.
What am I making?
A dex save. You just need to do a dex save of 10.
Ah, good. 'Cause I got 13.
Okay. And then Saru rolls her dex save. The bless allowed her to roll a 10, so good. She rolled an 11 with the bless. Good deal. So the acid that spews from this, it sprays. You all, it's very minimal damage because especially for you, we'll say it's just 4 damage because it's just a very minuscule amount. Yeah, Moreno Mar is now completely ceased of existence, and Burton, Priros, Camarillo, and Sru all feel something very different happen, being natives of this area. It's almost as if there's some type of like energy that changes as soon as this dragon is killed. You don't quite understand what that means, but you get the feeling that killing this dragon uplifted some type of great presence in just the area, like in the world around you. You do notice a pile of gold and bones, much like in this map.
Seems just a little bit brighter.
That's Good shit, you guys. Now, Saru walks over to Pre-Rose. Just lets out a big sigh. You did great, Pre-Rose. You did great.
Well, thank you, ma'am. I'm sure glad that we could take care of that for you. And make sure you weren't getting put in prison for something you did not do.
Yes. Don't want that. Nobody wants that. Now, what should we show as souvenir of our victory of this dragon?
Oh, that's an easy one, dear. I'm just gonna cut this biggie guy's head off and just bring it back with us.
Excellent idea. And thank you all.
I got a buddy named Malik, and it was his idea to do that once, so we're gonna do that here too.
I like this Malik individual.
A great guy, great guy.
Malik. Camarillo starts walking over to Burton and just gives you like a little nod. That was most impressive for a beverage maker.
Oh, not just a beverage maker, ma'am. I'm also a dragon slayer.
She chuckles. Dragon Slayer. I will write about that one. Anything y'all like to do in this room? With where it's at.
I mean, I have no need for gold.
Yeah, I can just, I was already promised something about the city, so I can give a fuck.
Alrighty. So with Dragon Head in tow, you all emerge from the palace. You all march straight into the offices of Judge Connie, and I presume you just slam this head on their desk, Pre-Rose?
Yeah.
All right. She sees you all coming in and just thud and sees everybody. Oh, that's a fucking dragon. Huh. And with this puzzled look, you all explain what information between you and Prios and Saru about the dragon. There are guards that are sent down to investigate the area, and just in summary, no other threat seems to be made or seen. And you all and everybody notices that the undead that were making up this town have all become lifeless. What looks to be just regular corpses that are not showing any signs of animation or puppeteering.
Oh
And
my
then
God, we killed all the Jeffreys.
I was just thinking it. I was like 1,000 Jeffs just cried out.
The individuals that are on duty with the bridge of everybody coming in, there's no more bodies that are coming into the bridges. They're all just lifeless. So you see these what look like kind of rotting, flying, infested corpse, and everybody couldn't be happier. There is this cheer and applause, and everybody's just hugging each other. That there is this mask that has now been lifted. That this town has been known just for its undead and its cargo and its war and its tyranny, and can hopefully usher in a new era of peace. And as you all celebrate over food, Burton has been given the opportunity to hold a higher place in the in the restauranting and brewery business, and is now serving all types of individuals from different planes, representing not only the kingdom of its hospitality, but to other planes that come and go as far as travel goes, and even made quick allies with the orc opposition, as his buddies that he has employed are now reunited with his race alike. So Burton played a large part in the rebridging of a friendship between the orcs and Tenebris Ragna.
I'm really proud of Gurge. He's come a long way.
Priros and Saru then begin the transition of the kingdom into what seems like a very synchronous rule. As your all's decision, it's up to you, Prius. Do you wish to have someone like Connie in place, or do you and Sir wish to be the judge, jury, and whatnot? Like, do you wish to have
That's
all the
not
responsibility?
my call, boss.
So,
That is Saru's call. I am simply here.
so Saru sees Connie as an ally, and you all begin to whittle through the impurities of the kingdom that are not what they seem to be. And now you all have managed to accumulate what looks like a smaller but trustworthy collective of people who can not only do things like law enforcement and ruling, but it doesn't all go on the weight of one or two people. And you both continue to serve amazing meals to, again, people who come to visit the plains and merge friendships with people who were at one point isolated from you all. The question now comes when Saru and Prius talk to Rifwin Zagrin. Um, Saru asks you, do you wish to go home now?
I think I'd actually like to stay if possible, and maybe find a place here.
Well, yes. This Tenebris, right? This is your home, the living kingdom, no longer undead. As much as your home as it is mine, and you too, Riftwood, if you wish.
To do. What would you like me to do if I stayed here?
Oh well, I mean, there's a variety of things. I mean, I would love to have you with um, working with the kids, or working with um, if you prefer to be more of like the accounting, if you want to have the role of managing inventory, or the welfare of the kingdom. I have a role that you name it is yours.
I want to be a judge.
Yeah, you wish to be our judge.
I can do that. I can make this happen. Okay, I need a wig.
She looks over at Prius. I think we have just the wig for Riftwood.
Oh, I do believe so, indeedy, ma'am.
So Pisani and Zagrin begin to provide safeguard and further exploration for Tenebris Regna as they continue to spread their notoriety as a place of prosperity, for travel, for peace. Camarillo, she continues staying at the kingdom as well. She continues to grow and um, have a family of her own that she will treat much better than her father. And this kingdom is now kingdom of the living. And that is the end of this. What once was a mini one tavern brawl into several episodes is now concluded.
Woohoo!
Woohoo indeed. Well, that was badass.
Atomic Heart.
We win.
We win. The end.